Hi, it's Mickey from mysuzuki.co.uk. Still homebound, 7 weeks in of a broken ankle. I didn't break it, my dog broke it. Doled against her, still love her to pieces, but it's given me a lot of time. And in that time, I've been looking at different things, doing a lot of research, being bored to tears because I can't get on with things that I really need to get on with. One thing that I looked at recently was residual car values, and more importantly, cars as an investment. Now, as most people know, you buy a car, you drive it out of the car showroom, and it's worth far less, unless you choose wisely. And what we're talking about, we're talking about getting on possibly the waiting list of a supercar. Maybe if you're very lucky, get an old air cooled Porsche. They're always going up. Everything's going up. Most modern cars go down in value. However, and this may surprise you, and it may not surprise you too much because of the channel. It's My Suzuki. It's all about Suzuki Jimnys. I'm going to show you now why the Suzuki Jimny might be not only a great choice of car, but a great choice of investment. If you look at the car, if you look at the two screens behind, they've both got a Suzuki on. One's got a Mark III, one's got the new Jimny, the one that they're not selling here anymore. However, you might be quite surprised at the prices that they're at. Here we've got, first of all, one of the new Jimnys. Absolutely hit the nail on the head when they designed this. I love this design. Such a shame that they had to withdraw it from sale. Yes, that means it has got the scarcity value, but as you'll see, quite extraordinary pricing. So I'm going to talk you through what you're going to be looking at now, because we're going to have a look at the trade prices, which all traders, this is the book, and these are the prices that they work from. Starting off at the very right, below average means a little bit shabby, doesn't look quite as it should do for its age. Average price is something as you would expect. Clean is exceptional. For a car that's 2 years old and it's done 8,000 miles, you would expect clean to be absolutely pristine. Retail is what a trader, when he buys it from the auction, would be expected to be putting on his forecourt, and that is the price that you would be going in to negotiate for this car with. But the extraordinary thing is, the guide also lists the new price, and if you look at the new price on the left, 17,900. Now this means if you'd have bought this car 2 years ago, done 8,000 miles in it, not really looked after it, looked a bit shabby or shoddy, you could still have made nearly £5,000. If you bought this car 2 years ago, really looked after it, and were a motor trader with a forecourt or a showroom and put it on sale, it's increased in value by just a shade over £10,000. Incredible. Suzuki Jimny Mark III. This one, it's a milk tea beige is the colour. It's like a bronze. It's quite a nice colour. Not a very nice name, but this one is a 2018 on the 67 plate. It's probably roughly about 4 years old. It's right at the end of the Mark IIIs. Mark IIIs absolutely nailed it with the style. So much so, they changed it very little in all the incarnations, all the updates. From when it started in 1970, they've done nearly 3 million units in nearly 200 countries around the world. Everybody knows what a Jimny is and how capable they are. People who love them adore them. Down to the numbers. Bought this in 2018, and it would have cost you just nearly 14,000, 13,700. A below average one, just around about that price. An average one, better than it. A clean one, you would expect to be able to part exchange your car in. If this was your car and you were taking it in to part exchange it, this is what you'd expect from a dealer if it was in this sort of condition, which it is. But to retail it, to go out and buy one from a forecourt, you would have been better off buying one in 2018, putting it in the garage and getting it out again. You would have saved yourself about £3,500, because it's now retailing at 17,000. And lastly, another Mark III, a little bit modified. It looks like it's been lifted. It's got a roof rack on, so yes, but the but the trade guide books won't take those into account. The prices that we'll be looking at are the ones for this car, for this year, for this mileage. So looking at this one, below average. Again, this one roughly around the price it was new. And bear in mind, this is a 2014, so this is 7 years old. An average condition vehicle, 14,000. A clean one, 15,000. This is all trade prices, remember. Retail, sat on a forecourt, sat in a showroom, walking out, going out to find one today. You will be expected to start with the salesman at around about £17,000. Bear in mind that's whether you've got something to weigh in on your side if you're going for a part exchange, but it's still £3,000 more than it would have been 7 years ago, and that is mind-blowing. And there you have it. Well, what an incredible eye-opener for the little Jimny to be such an investment, or not such an investment, but not enough people look at the residual value of cars when they go out to look at one. They look at the price at the front end and they generally don't think how much is it going to be worth in a few years' time. Some cars hold a value, some cars drop like a stone, some cars you lose a little bit of money on them. You don't really expect to make money on cars, but as you can see, the Jimny, buy a Jimny, look after it. It's a sought after car. We've now got, because of my broken leg, we've ended up with, we've got 5 Jimnys in stock now, all waiting to be under sealed, to be stripped down, cleaned out and put up for sale. So if you're interested, take a look at mysuzuki.co.uk, have a look under inventory, and the ones that are listed as being prepped have been sat with us for about 4 or 5 weeks. We've generally got one coming every month or so on a boat from Japan, and they're just backing up because I haven't had time to do them. But as soon as they're ready, early August. One of the good things is, second they arrive, we take them straight up to MOT. They fly through the MOT, and so they all got MOT'd. We've sent off to DVLA. I've just this morning, it's late August now, I've just this morning got the first registration back. Because of Corona, the DVLA are taking a little bit longer than they normally do, so it's probably around about 6 to 10 weeks it's taking to register vehicles. Luckily, all these vehicles, they're MOT'd, all the documents were sent off, they're all ready. The registrations will be back within days, so hopefully they'll all be ready. If you want to have a look, want to get in touch, want to see any more about it, go to the website, drop us a line, give us a ring. Speak soon.